Well, guys, good morning. As the Regional Transformation Initiative, part of our mission is to help equip the body of Christ. Mm-hmm. So as we approach this upcoming election in November, we've talked about ways that we can begin to do that. Mm-hmm. So let's take a couple of minutes and talk about how we're going to proceed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe one of the fastest ways is to get people informed by asking an expert questions that are relevant to the body of Christ.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we took some time a few years ago, had the opportunity to have Jason McGuire come in and meet with many of us in the region here in Rochester to talk about the influence that the body of Christ could have on governmental affairs. And that went over very well.
Who is Jason? Who's Jason McGuire?
Jason McGuire is the director of New Yorkers Family Research Foundation.
Okay.
It's a lobbying group, but it's also a group that works with the churches to inform the people of what is happening in the government and education realm of our culture.
Was that related to New Yorkers for Constitutional Freedom in any way? Or?
Yes, that started in the early 80s under Dwayne Motley, and then Jason was his successor.
Great.
So are you guys suggesting that we bring Jason in to
Yes.
help address these questions?
Yeah, we have a lot of questions. I think it's a good idea. Let's bring Jason in, and I'm sure he can address these questions for us.
Great.
Okay,
I'll give him a call and set it up.
let's do it.
It's a good idea. Let's go for it. Jason, it's good to see you again and having you back in our area. We've been so blessed with your time with us previously and helping equip the body of Christ do what we need to be doing here in this region.
Let me just tell you, I love every chance I have to work with you, so I appreciate the opportunity to do it again.
Praise God. So we're happy about that. So I want to just get a question before you that I think we all recognize at this time that there's a significant divide that's taking place in our nation, and much of that has gotten integrated into our political system. And as a result of that, we've seen the political parties kind of move to the extremes on the far left and the far right. That's creating a lot of consternation in our nation. So how would you suggest that the body of Christ Christians deal with the issue of political parties and how we should approach them?
Oh, hey, you threw me a softball on that one. Thanks a lot. So, yeah, how do we deal with really the partisan, strident spirit that we see today? It seems to be so much of the age. Well, I think we are being driven further to the extremes. And again, that's where we have to come back to the middle, not on principles, but just to meet people halfway, if you will. Let's have an open and honest dialogue on how we talk about these things. Sometimes as Christians, we want to run so far from a political party structure that we think there's no value in it. But they are. Political parties are vehicles to accomplish a certain agenda. So I think the Christian needs to look at what are the agendas of the political parties. What are they advocating for? What are they motivated towards? What are they moving for? When you think about the election coming up on November 8th, people love to say, well, I don't vote party line, I look at the candidate. And that's true. We want to look at the candidate. We want to see where they stand on the issues. But we also have to understand that the first vote that candidate, should they win election, will vote for when they get to either Albany or Washington, D.C. or wherever, is for the leader. And so if you support a Speaker Pelosi, well, then you would likely vote for the Democratic Party. If you vote for Leader McCarthy or someone different, well, then you're likely to be voting Republican. But parties are vehicles to accomplish a given agenda.
That's good. I appreciate that insight.
Thank you.
Thank you.